555, and I am here with Tyler. How are you, bro?
Hey, doing good. How are you?
I'm good, good. How's everything going?
Oh, not too bad. I just got back from the gym, took a shower, ate really quick, and then just came to sit down with you.
Oh, that's awesome. I actually just took a shower also, man, but I didn't go to the gym. I was actually getting out of work.
Yeah, and I
Look at
worked
my,
today too. I got done a little bit early, so I was able to
that's
get to the gym
awesome.
earlier.
And it was a long day, so look at my face. Don't judge.
I mean, with that light on, all I can see is just smooth skin. So
Oh, works for
hopefully, I'm
me.
smoothing out the same way.
That works for me. That's good.
Yeah.
That's awesome, Tyler. So Tyler, so let's start with your current weight and height. And by the way, I said it before the live, but let me say it now because we're live. You look amazing, man.
Thank you, thank you very much.
You have an amazing physique.
Thank you. I'm 6'1", and right now like 225 probably. I'm not, just at the beginning of a bulk, so fingers crossed. We'll see where we get to. I'm shooting for like probably 245, 250 by the end of the year.
Oh, okay.
We'll see.
What do you think is achievable? Do you think you can make it?
If I can eat, yeah, the eating's my hard part. Like, I have an appetite one day and then I don't the next day. And the days that I have an appetite are great. I can bust through the whole thing, but to eat what I need to kind of get to that place is probably the biggest challenge. The days that I don't have an appetite, I'm like force feeding myself. So,
Man, I wish my body would do the same thing, but I have an appetite pretty much every day.
oh yeah,
That makes it hard for me to lose weight.
yeah. Well, I'm like heavily influenced by my mood. Like, if I'm in a good mood, I'm hungry. If like I'm not in a good mood, I'm like down or I'm a little bit like anxious or I'm a little like whatever. I like have trouble like eating and I'm like force feeding myself. But it's just like normal stuff we all go through, but just that's how my body responds to it all.
Yeah, I mean everybody is different, right? But it's the first time that I hear that actually.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yup. That's awesome, man. So how long you been working out?
I've been working out consistently. Like, I mean, I played sports growing up. Like, I played football, basketball, baseball in high school, and had a scholarship to play baseball in college, but I opted for a different route. And so I've been working out for a while, but like really lifting and like lifting with purpose, and for the intention of like kind of growing my physique, maybe 3 or 4 years.
Oh,
Um, it's I've always lifted. I've always been in the gym. I've kind of been around the equipment, but it took like the learning and understanding of really what I was doing to then get it to click with me, and then also to get me encouraged to kind of push it further. I was a good athlete, and so I always kind of just relied on that. Like, my body just worked how I wanted it to,
okay.
and it never was really about the aesthetic until probably the last 3 or 4 years.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What has been your motivation? Do you have a motivation?
Uh, this is actually, it's like kind of a sad story, but like not really. What started it for me was that every year at Christmas, my dad and I make this like bet, and the bet always goes something like, "Who's going to be the most fit this year?" Growing up, I always used to hear my dad and his friends talk about they wanted to be hard bodies. Like, that was this term that they use all the time. They would literally like have their beer belly, a beer in hand, be like, "Yeah, we're going to be hard bodies," whatever. And so 3 years ago, my dad passed 2 days after Christmas,
Oh no.
and we made this pact. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do it. And so it was actually like right as COVID started,
Okay.
um, and so I hired a nutritionist, and I started like learning the things that I didn't know, and kind of took it on that way in like a real way. And so really, like, dad's kind of been the motivation for it, and then that kind of slowly has transformed into like, as I'm seeing the changes happening,
Okay.
that it's kind of been like fun, you know.
Yeah.
Initially, the process sucked, and I hated it. Like, this whole like goal of trying to create a physique or whatever, like, was weird. But it's turned more into like this fun game now. Like, I know my body so well. What do I have to do to kind of tweak this or tweak that, or like get this to work, whatever it is.
Yeah.
It's now turned into a fun like game to play. So it's great.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm sad about your dad, though. I'm sorry about that.
Oh,
But
thanks.
no, but I'm pretty sure, like right now, when you look like at the progress, you're happy about it because you know that you're achieving your goals, right?
I tell myself that I'm pretty sure I would have won that bet. So as far as I'm concerned, my dad owes me 2 grand. So we'll see if we ever get it back.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
that
That's
was always the bet. We never like actually paid that. I think usually it was like we'd go. We used to like go and like shoot clay rock or something. I'm from Nebraska. I'm from a small town, so like we would go shoot blue rock or do whatever, and that was like how we would end up settling the bet. But
oh, that's
whatever it was.
awesome. So when you first started working out, you didn't hire a personal trainer until 3 years ago, right?
Yeah, my first trainer, my first person I worked with that was specifically for lifting was
Okay.
about 3 years ago. Yeah.
That's awesome. By the
Yeah.
way, guys, if you want to follow Tyre, all his social medias are in the description of the video. So pretty much his Instagram, his website is also in the description. So if you just click in there, it's gonna take you straight to his Instagram. Okay. And let me look at some of the comments because I see people leaving comments already.
Sure.
Ooh, let me read there. How is everyone doing? Ikan Joshua. Joshua Connor. He's like, happy workout Wednesday, hump day, Johnny 555 and Honky Tyler. the
Happy
comment
hump day.
the comment disappeared for a minute, but it came back.
Oh,
Then Ricardo, hola, hello.
hey Ricardo.
And then if still having sword of mud, okay, what kind of sword? What kind of shorts? I'm like sword. What kind of shorts do you prefer? Do you have a preparation for shorts?
Let's see. I mean, I like to wear. I wear like a lot of in the gym. I wear more like fitted clothing most of the time.
Okay.
Um, there's a. I'm a sucker for an Instagram ad. Like when an ad comes up with some new whatever, I usually buy a pair of them just to try it out. Some of my favorites are Young LA, 10,000. Yeah, I work out. I do leg day in tights now, and I wear the Yeah I work out tights, and they're my favorite thing. I love them.
Well, and let me tell you, the social media is pretty well. Not social media. The people behind the social media is pretty smart because if you click on an ad because you
Yeah,
like the short or the clothes, they will keep recommending you more.
right. Oh yeah, and I mean I'm flooded every day with like new gym apparel that I don't need and I always buy. So it's like they've got me. I'm a sucker.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
So guys, so keep putting comments and questions in the chat. I will be back in a minute. Okay, let me first ask my questions.
yeah,
I keep leaving. All I see is hearts, happy faces, hot faces. So
yeah.
you know what that means.
I guess
That's
they're
awesome. That's
happy.
awesome. So Tyler, so what workout routine would you recommend for bigger bicep? What's working out for you?
For bigger biceps.
Yes.
I really get on board with like volume training. So I like to do a couple different exercise per body part. And I really, work just like on the contraction and make sure you're
Okay.
getting that. Um, there's a couple machines that you can use. Just a preacher curl is a really great machine to get on. Again, the thing to really concentrate on is just like the actual contraction of the muscle. Lots of
Mm,
people will go in and they like to ego lift. They want to put a lot of weight on there and just, throw that back. They're rocking their body. They're doing this whole thing.
I've seen
Really
that.
just like finding the form and getting the contraction going there is really what you're looking for and what's going to actually build, like tear down the muscle for it to then build back in recovery. Um, there's a couple machines that are kind of like isolating. There's one that's called the Bicolator
Oh, okay.
that is two arms down that are independent. I like to do it a single arm exercise. It kind of is nice because using a bicep, trying to pull with your pinky in, you can see
Okay.
that it kind of creates the head of the bicep there. And by doing that, you can make sure you get the full contraction. For me, what I've learned is that I was doing about 90% of the movements,
Oh,
and
okay.
then the extra 10% is what made the difference. And so I'd do a bicep and I'd be here. And then I realized that if I go here, I'm getting the full contraction. And that was what was really started to make it show. It got the peak bigger. I'm getting the cut down below. It started to make a difference as far as how the shape of the muscle was showing up. And so the bicep is a great one for that because you're already at this kind of this extension that lends itself to that positioning. It's nice.
Yeah.
The preacher curl, kind of same thing. You can do a wider grip or a narrow grip. It's going to hit different heads of the bicep, but again, you're thinking about pulling in and up. and kind of as if you're rotating like this, but
Yeah.
obviously you're not, you're stationary, but you're thinking with your mind. That's how you can connect with the muscle that way. Um, but then just hitting that a couple of times, really doing volume. I like to do a drop set on my last set. You really want to get that muscle as close to failure as you can. And sometimes my last set, I'll be on the very top rung of the weights and I'm struggling to get it and just drop. And you're just like, you can't pick your arms up at the end. And if you can do that, and if you can get there, you know what you're doing. If you got a buddy that you lift with and you're going on that last set, have them put pressure against it that you have to pull up against.
Oh no.
I mean, it sucks, it hurts, but it will get you there.
Hey, you know what they say, no pain, no gain, right?
Right, exactly. Now it's like there's a difference between ouch, I'm hurt pain and like, oh,
No,
I'm
of course.
struggling and my muscles are hurting pain. We don't want the ouch, I'm hurt pain. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
you want to learn your body and learn how to make all that work for you. But injuries in this sport are like kind of hand in hand. So you want to make sure that you have form, contraction, and concentration and focus with it so that you can work through those things and work around the injuries that are there. They're going to happen, they're going to be there.
Exactly. No, that makes sense. And who knows the body better than you, right? You know your own body, so you can feel like if the pain is from getting hurt, you
Right.
can tell, right?
Yep.
Tyler, uh-huh.
Sorry, go on.
No. I was gonna ask you, and how many days a week do you do biceps? Because I'm new to all this, and I
Sure.
actually just started like doing bicep like 3-4 times per week, and I feel like that was too much for me.
It is. So it's probably too much. So here's the thing: when you're doing a back day, when you're doing pulls, you're working your biceps. So you're doing that as a secondary muscle anyway from those workouts. It's going to engage. It's not the primary engagement. You're trying to put all the pressure in your back, but your
Okay.
bicep is going to work there. So you're getting some there on an arm specific day, once a week.
Oh, really?
So because you're also offsetting it with your back day.
Okay.
There's a couple schools of thought going into like a push-pull leg kind of split where you're doing chest, shoulders, back, buys, and then a leg day. With that, you'll hit your back and your buys twice a week generally. I have just recently changed my split where I'm doing upper chest and shoulders, back and biceps, arms by themselves, legs quad day, legs hamstring day, and then one off day.
Okay.
I took on a new coach, and that's the new coach's programming for me. So we'll see what that does. But
And it is working out better for you?
so I'm 10 days in with him. I'm seeing him 5 days a week.
Mm-hmm.
And so we'll see. I mean, so far I'm a big fan. He's a pro bodybuilder. He still competes. He's 6'2", 290, and like he's enormous. He's a big dude. And he is just as much about like the bodybuilding aspect as he is about like the mental and the mindset, which is right up my alley. I need that personally for myself. And so he's been a really great fit so far.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
But speaking of bodybuilding, have you competed before?
I haven't, but I took him on and I said, make me a champion.
Awesome.
Yeah. So that was kind of, what was behind all of that I want to in the next year compete. And so that's kind of why we're going to do this slow bulk. I normally wouldn't start a bulk until the end of October and do it like through the middle of January. And he's like, no, we're starting now and we're going to do it through the end of January.
Oh, he's pushing.
So, yeah. So he's like, we're going to do, 4 to 5 months of a bulk. It's going to be slow and tedious, but like, that's what we're going to do. I'm already feeling a little fluffy. The abs are disappearing a little bit already, but like, it's good. I like it. He's so technical and is like right there with me for every rep, and it's a new experience for me with the coach. I really like it.
Well, you know what I've been learning with my interviews and the people that I've been interviewing, all these bodybuilders, that even when you're bulking, your abs will fade a little bit, but they're still there.
Yeah.
So as soon as you start your training again, they're gonna come back and even more defined. And
well,
it'll be even better.
you hear the saying that abs are made in the kitchen, and that's 100% true. The thing about bodybuilding is that it's about proportions, right? So you want to like have wide shoulders and a narrow waist and then big legs. So you want this kind of like X feeling. And so overworking your abs actually can make your waist thicker. And so you don't want to overwork them. So,
Yeah.
but you do want to have them so they're, they can sustain the workouts you're doing. But on a leg day, you're working your abs by, by the supporting yourself through the squats and through other leg exercises. And then, I hit abs in the mornings a little bit, but nothing like over the top. He wants
Yeah.
me to do like 3 sets of crunches and 3 sets of planks in the morning every day, and that's about
That's awesome.
it.
I hate leg days. Let me tell you that.
Yeah.
I just discovered that I hate leg days.
You just discovered it. Wait, how
I
did you just discover that?
I guess I kind of put intense on the workout and I took it a little bit more serious because I was trying to avoid,
Okay.
the leg part.
Yeah.
But man,
Don't
I
skip
did
leg
it.
day. You can't skip leg day.
I
Yeah.
know, but I did it right this time. But man,
Yeah.
on the next day,
So how far into it are you? Like how long have you been consistently doing your leg days?
I just started, to be honest with you.
Good.
Like in the whole fitness thing, it's been like about 9 months.
Okay.
But with my legs, the thing is that I did it before a few times, but I kind of stopped. I did it and stopped, so I wasn't very consistent. But now
Yeah.
I'm trying to do my full workout.
So here's what I'll tell you is that just keep pushing because your legs are going to get stronger faster and they're going to get more endurance faster. They're a big muscle group. Your quads, your hamstring, and your ass are big muscle groups. They do a couple of things when you work them. They release a lot of testosterone, which is going to help you recover. It's going to help you sleep. It's going to help you build muscle and then build it everywhere, not just your legs. And
Yeah.
so keep hitting those with consistency because it's going to help you more in the long run. And you're going to get past that like sore, upsetted, like hurt from it quicker. It's always going to suck doing legs. Like my coach says that on a good leg day, he's like spitting into the mirror and he's like about to throw up or does throw up, which I'm like,
What?
okay, well, I guess that's where we're going. But that it does take that much out of you. Again, they're a big muscle group. You're using
Yeah.
like 30% of your muscle mass during that one day for a workout, and you don't do that ever.
I
So
know.
like you're gonna
Yeah.
feel it. But just keep going with it. Like encourage yourself because it's gonna feel different in 3 months.
Oh, thank you. No, and
Yeah.
some other people that I've interviewed, they said the same thing. Just keep going, push yourself, and
Yep.
it's gonna get better. The first days are the worst, but then it's gonna get better, and don't stop.
And you're gonna start getting more familiar with the exercises and your confidence will be built. And then when your confidence is there, you're gonna start feeling different about it too. Even your body will feel different because your confidence is there. This is just as much a part of it as everything else.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Interesting. Tyler, do you recommend a personal trainer for beginners?
Um, you know, if you can afford having a personal trainer, yes, I would recommend it. There is insight that a person that has put themselves through this process has that they can help you not make the mistakes that they did.
Mm,
They can
yeah,
help you get there and they can watch you and help you make remember I said that I was doing 90% of the movement.
yeah,
It took that trainer to be like, oh no, just go bam here. Like when I was working with Doug the other day, we were doing single arm rows, and he was like, I want you to be open fists up and kind of contort down and come around. And he came and he pushed on my back so that I was like arched all the way back and then pulled. And he goes, that's the movement. And I was like, oh. And I was like, oh yeah, the difference in that I feel is night and day. And I just went from here to here. And
wow,
that's the difference. So having a trainer and having somebody that knows what to look for and that's helping you feel your body and get that muscle mind connection, like having that person there is gonna help facilitate getting there quicker. And that's what a lot of people want, Lots of
yeah,
people that's how we're programmed nowadays, right? Is that we want
yeah,
quick results. The fastest route is going with somebody that's made the mistakes for you.
exactly.
Yeah.
No, that makes a lot of sense. Are you a personal trainer by any chance?
I'm actually getting my certification. I think I'll probably be finished with my NASM certification in 2 months.
Okay.
I'm getting
Oh, that's awesome.
certified for a personal trainer for bodybuilding, physique, and for nutrition. And I should have that done probably in the next 60 days, and I'll be doing online programming. So if you're interested in finding somebody to work with, stay tuned because I'm going to have that up soon. And I'm going to take on clients to be doing online programming, but also with personal check-ins. We'll work through your things, and I'm also going to have a focus on mindset.
Oh, that's
I
awesome.
want people to feel supported, not just in the physicality, but also in the mental state that it takes to get
That's actually really good, man.
there.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
And,
So stay
and
tuned, guys. If you want something like that, it's going to be coming up
yep.
soon.
And like I said before, just click on the description of the video and you'll see Tyler's social medias. His Instagram is there. His website is also there. So I'm assuming when you get your page, people can contact you through Instagram, correct?
Yes. So yeah, when it comes up, I'll probably be using Instagram primarily for marketing. So if you're not following, go and follow so you can see when that comes up. Turn on the notifications if you want to. I post stuff randomly. I'm not like super consistent, but like I'm trying to get better about that. Um, but yeah, it will probably mostly be done through Instagram.
Oh, awesome, man. Let me look at some of the comments. Antonio, chicken brain. What's a chicken brain? And then Jeannie, Tyler equals hot AF.
Oh, thanks, Jeannie.
Okay, I know what that means. Hey, English is my second language, but I know those. And then hearts. Joshua Corner, Tyler has some nice pecs.
Oh, well, thanks. I wish I
Oh,
could make it bounce a little better, but this is about all I got right now.
oh, I can see them moving. I
It's
can
like
see them moving. Hey, I've been trying to do that. And actually, I was gonna ask you if you know how to do peg bounce because I kind of ask everyone.
yeah, this is the left one's a little better than the right.
It's hard, man. I've been trying to learn how to do peg bounce and I can't.
It's that the muscle mind connection. It'll get there.
Joshua Connor, peg bouncing, let's go.
Yes, Joshua.
It would be great if I knew, but I mean, I need to have some muscle and also,
Well, and that's what it is. As that muscle grows, as you continue to get familiar with the contraction, that'll be there. I couldn't do that a year ago. Like
no.
I remember sitting there being like, why won't this happen? What's going on? It just takes a little bit. It'll get there.
And sometimes I feel like at least one side is moving.
Well, if you kind of like can flex your arm in with it, it's
Right.
about like figuring out how to isolate. But if to get there, you can, you know,
That's awesome. But one day I learn. You'll see, guys. One day you'll see me doing peg bouncing.
there you go. I wanted to get it where they can just go bump, 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 bump.
Right?
Some people really can engage it that way. I'm not there yet.
Oh yeah. And I actually did kind of a video because I've been interviewing people. Like I said, I always ask like, "Hey, do you know how to do peg bounce?" So I got those clips out from my interviews, and I post a video of like a lot of people doing peg bounce, and I'm like, "That's awesome! That's awesome, man."
That's great.
All right, Tyler. So I have some other questions for you. This is like a fun game. It's a
Oh,
must. I do
it's
it
a
with
must. Okay.
I
All
do it
right.
with everyone. So I'm gonna ask you 10 questions, but I'm gonna start with five. And it's mostly about seeing your reaction. So things that actually happen in the gym.
Okay.
Okay. So whenever you're ready, the first five are called "What's your reaction?" Because I want to see your reaction.
So wait, time out. So I'm just gonna react to what you're saying,
No,
reacting
no,
to the.
no. You're gonna respond, but
Okay.
but just be natural. Just be yourself.
Okay.
You ready?
I get.
Set,
Yep.
go. All right. So the first question is, and everything is about the gym, like stuff that I'm pretty sure you already faced in the gym. Okay.
Okay.
So the first one, what's your reaction? So you are on the treadmill or using another equipment, and the person next to you smells bad. What do you do?
What do I do? I probably, if they smell bad, like bad, bad, I probably go to the next treadmill.
To the next treadmill.
Yeah, I'm not the guy that's gonna go and say, dude, you stink. But like, I'll probably like give one of those and then just go somewhere else. Um, there's a difference. There's like a good stink and a bad stink. If it's a bad stink, I gotta get out.
It's funny because I would do the same thing. I wouldn't say anything. I just go to a different machine.
Yeah.
And you're right. Like there is a limit, there is a level, right, of
Yeah.
sticking, right?
There's
But
a tipping point. There's a tipping point with BO. It's like good for a while and then bam, it goes
yeah,
back
because
fast.
if you think about it, like we all go to the gym to sweat. It's part of it, right?
Right.
Especially if you're doing cardio. But
Right.
there is a limit for everything.
Yep.
All right, second question. So someone wants to use the equipment you're using, and they ask if they can work out with you. Would you let them?
Uh, the short answer is yes. It would probably depend on like how far in I was doing and what I was doing, and how many people there were. Like if it was one person, sure, like you can work in with me. It's not a big deal. If it was multiple people, I'd be like, no, like let's. I'm gonna get through this. Like I want, I don't
Yeah,
need to wait 5 minutes for you guys to talk in between and do your thing and do whatever. Like so, if
exactly.
they're being conscientious about it. Like sure, you work in. That's good gym etiquette, I think.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. Third question. So you just got to the gym and all the equipment is in use. What do you do?
All the gym equipment's in use. This actually happens quite a bit. Um,
I know it happens on my gym often. Let me tell you that.
I generally what I do is I would go and like do a little more cardio,
Okay.
or it depends. It depends on like what it is and where I'm starting. Like sometimes you just got to go and like make your presence known and like push people through. Like I'll stand there and just like if somebody's on their phone, it's all this thing where somebody goes up, yeah, how many texts do you have left to this guy? And that made me laugh really hard. I don't do that, but I will go up and be like, how many sets do you have? And like be like, I'll be pushy about it, But yeah, some people just need to be moved along a little bit, but that's kind of unavoidable. Sometimes the gym's just busy.
Yep.
So
It happens, man. Especially after work, like everyone wants to go to the gym and
yeah.
it gets crowded, but it happens. So, okay, fourth question. So you want to use this equipment. There is a sweaty guy using it. He leaves but doesn't clean the machine. What do you
I mean, what do I do? I just go and I just clean it myself.
do?
I mean, it
Ooh.
just depends. Like, it depends who the guy was, probably.
Yeah,
If
if
there
it
was
was a friend, I'm pretty sure you would tell him, like,
If
hey.
it was a friend, I'd be like, dude, what the fuck? And then I'd probably clean it up. If it was like somebody that I thought was cute, I'd probably just be like, I would probably just take care of it and not do whatever, or just start and do my set with whatever. I wouldn't even care about it. Um,
Okay.
it depends. There are variables here. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It just depends on the variables. How
Okay.
sweaty was it? Is it dripping everywhere? Like, was this a disgusting sweat? Was it, whatever?
Oh, that's funny, man.
Yeah.
All right, fifth question. So you're working out. There is this person is staring at you all the time and super obvious.
Oh, okay.
What do you do?
Again, it depends on the person. Um, the gym creep
Okay.
is a real thing,
Oh yeah.
and generally I just kind of like, here's the thing. First off, I have to admit I am oblivious to what's going on around me 90% of the time. So like for me to catch that somebody's doing this, they're really doing it. I'll just start out with that. So like either they want to get my attention and I think they're cute, got my attention, great, done, or they're trying to get my attention. I don't think they're cute, and I just like put my head down and pretend I didn't notice. Like people have commented, they're like, "You have no idea what's going on around you, dude." I'm like, "No, I just like don't." I'm like here to do this thing. I don't really care if I'm lifting with somebody. My attention's on them. Like I don't. That's it. I'm not like totally like searching around all the time.
I don't know, and it happens. And you know what, man? I'm gonna sound like that creep on the gym, but sometimes I do stare at people, but
Oh,
not
me
like,
too.
super super obvious. It's just that sometimes I want to see like what they're doing, especially
Sure.
like the big guys, because I'm like something is working out for them, so I want to see what it is.
Oh yeah, that's why I do it too. Yeah, yeah. I've been caught doing that before as well, and I'm just studying.
I know, and I be kind of doing the same thing, and I'm like, oops.
Yeah. No, I mean, look, that I say that I'm oblivious to everything, but I do see. I like, if there's something that I'm like, oh wow, look at that, like, props for what's going on, or like, oh that guy's hot, like I want to, maybe I need to get someone's attention. Like that's a little different, but for the most part, I'm oblivious to what's happening.
Okay, all right. So let me move to the other five questions. These are called "Have you ever?"
Oh boy.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh boy, it's not that game that have the other "Have you ever?" No, but it's similar.
Okay.
Total respect for being able to be so focused on discipline to turn into your workouts. Joshua Connor. All
I like
right,
Joshua's comments. He's good. Keep him around. Joshua, you can come back.
right? No, he's the best. He's always on my lives.
Is he? Good job. Yeah. You know, he's
I
good.
rec-
It's good to have that
I rec-
engagement.
I kind of get familiar with usernames. I've been doing this for a while. You kind of remember people's
Sure. Yeah.
username.
Yeah.
All right. So, have you ever gone all the way to the gym and realized you forgot your headphones?
Oh, yeah. I am kind of a forgetful person, and it might maybe it's not the headphones, but it's something. I do that, and to be honest with you, I have a spare set of headphones in my bag now for when I do forget that because it will happen.
It has happened to me also,
Yeah.
and it sucks, man. And especially when you don't like the music that they play in your gym.
Again, it's like me getting into like that zone. Like, I like my music, and it kind of is what gets me there. I listen to the same shit all the time. Like
Yep.
every
Same
once
here.
in a while, I'll add something to it, but like my playlist is old and very rarely gets updated.
Oh my, same here, man. I wouldn't be able to tell you what kind of music I have. It's so
Right.
old.
Yeah.
Anyways, all right. So, second question. So, have you ever gone all the way to the gym and realized you forgot to wear deodorant?
Um. No, because I don't wear deodorant.
Ooh.
I am allergic to it,
Uh-huh.
and I found that out like in my late teens, and I wore it and I wore antiperspirant until like my mid 20s, and I used to get these really bad rashes
Oh, really?
that was bad, like red. I'd just be like red all the way down here, and so I stopped wearing it altogether, probably 10 years ago.
Oh,
And
wow.
I just like I it. What's funny is that like when I was wearing the deodorant or the antiperspirant, when I wouldn't wear it, my bo was bad. It was nasty, and now it doesn't get nasty ever.
That's
It doesn't
interesting.
matter how much I'm sweating, what I'm doing. Like it gets a smell, it gets like a funk, but like it's not over that tipping point of like being offensive. Like it's pretty good. Um, and so, yeah, I mean, I stopped 10 years ago, and like, so I just don't even worry about it anymore.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
I do wear though, but I have to be also kind of in the look because like deodorant with alcohol, I will get an allergic reaction also.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah. I don't know what, I don't remember. I tried many different kinds, like when I was trying to figure out if it was something in particular I was allergic to. And I went to like these all natural brands and whatever, like I bought like a $20 stick of like deodorant, and it still did it to me. I don't know what it was. I didn't really care because I'm like, whatever, I'm done.
whatever I'm doing. And you gave up.
Yep, and I
Mhm.
gave up, and that was fine with me.
Well, at least you don't have to spend money on deodorant, man. That's good.
True, I just am now spending it on many other things.
Many other things.
Yep.
All right, third question. Have you ever got upset at someone in the gym only because they gave you an advice on how to do a properly exercise?
Uh, I don't think so. To be honest, like I, because I kind of am oblivious to what's happening. Unless it's my friend that's coming up to me, I don't really get a lot of people that like come up and try to talk. I'm like, I must have like resting bitch face or something that like I don't do it. Um,
or maybe they're like, hey, hey, and you're just doing your stuff, ignoring people right there.
yeah, I mean, whatever it is, I kind of, I don't know. Yeah, I don't think I've ever gotten mad at somebody for. I don't know that anybody's ever come and like tried to correct me either. I don't know. I don't know. I probably would be like, bro, what do you like? What do you do?
Well, because
It,
you're big also. I mean, I
yeah.
wouldn't, I don't mean, I wouldn't
It would
come to
depend. It
you and
would
be like,
depend on
hey,
who, I guess, who it was and what they were saying. You know what I mean? I
yep.
think that if somebody comes up and presents something in a certain way, like if they do it conscientiously and like the advice they're giving is good, I'm not gonna get mad at you even if I don't like want it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's just not my style. Now, like if you came up and you're like imposing something on me and you're like telling me whatever and it has like a bad tone and all that, I'll be like, yo, fuck off. You know, like get out. Like thank you and move on.
Thank
But
you.
but yeah, I don't think so. I don't think this ever happened.
Okay. Fourth question. Have you ever used the gym's mirror to check someone out?
To check someone out? Oh yeah, all the time. No,
I
yeah.
mean, I mean, I don't even I lost count of how many interviews I have done, and everyone has said yes, I
Oh,
have.
I mean, like, the mirrors are like the easiest indirect way to like see what's going on around you. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's like the difference between doing this and that. You know,
Yep. Yep.
that this I can kind of hide. I can like at least not be so assertive as to like call attention to myself, but at the same time, like I'm still getting what I need to, and then we can see where that plays off from there. But
Yep. Like I said, everyone has admitted we're all guilty.
yeah, that's normal.
And fifth and last question. Have you ever run out of hot water at home and gone to the gym just to take a shower?
You know, I haven't, but I have taken cold showers before at home. Yeah.
I have. I
Have
have to
you?
confess it.
Yeah.
Well,
The gyms that I have memberships to aren't really ones that I want to like shower in right now anyway. When I first moved to LA, I was at a nicer gym. That like it was the locker room was nice, so I didn't feel so whatever about showering. But I haven't showered in the gym in a while.
okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. No, and the only I've done it a few times. Well, twice maybe. And the reason is because, man, so in San Francisco in the winter it's super cold.
Oh.
And working out of work going to work at 5 in the morning and having no hot water. Ugh.
Yeah, no, no, no. I mean, I don't blame you. I would do the same thing there. I just haven't had that happen.
All right. That's good, man.
I guess I'm lucky. I don't know.
That's awesome, man. Well, I'm done with my questions, Tyler. Let me read some of the last comments, and we're
Sure.
done here, man. And thank you, by the way, for being with us.
Yeah, thank you. This has been fun.
It has been fun. Please ignore my tired face, but man, it's been a long day today.
Like I said, you don't look tired at all to me. So
And by the way, guys, if you want to follow, I don't want to say that. I'll say you must follow. You must
go
follow
follow
Tyler, please.
at Ty Kimball. Go right now.
Yes,
Go right
you
now.
should. All right. So, hello. I don't even know how to pronounce her name. I'm sorry. Hugh, maybe. Hieu. Hugh, maybe. She's like, hello. And
Hello.
Joshua Corner, total respect for being able to be so focused and disciplined to tune into your workout.
Oh, you must be talking about me being oblivious. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, thanks, Josh.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of behind on that
That's
comment.
all right.
And then Rico, I like his bounce, his breast, and then he's like
Oh,
peck pump.
the peck bounce. I'm bouncing my breasts. Yeah.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, so he liked that. And then Joshua Connor, can Tyler do some postings? Yes, well, that could be the
Oh.
ending. Can you do some postings?
Oh yeah, I mean,
Hey,
I can do. I'm not a great poser. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like this is definitely something that needs to be worked on. I mean, I can do some stuff for you,
I
sure.
can't believe I almost forgot about that. I always ask everyone to do some postings.
Yeah.
That's
I'm a little
something.
fluffy right now, but sure. Do I have enough space here? Oh,
Look at that. Hey, you're ready for
let me
competing,
see if I
man.
can make this a little better.
You're so ready for that competition.
I mean, we're not quite there yet, but
Joshua Connor, heart faces. You look amazing, man. Honestly.
I mean, there's a little bit there.
A little bit there. Let's go, Joshua Connor. Like I, like I said, guys, Tyler's social medias are in the description of the video. Just click on the link and it'll take you straight to his Instagram. Okay? Well,
Go follow.
go follow. Like Joshua Connor said, let's go. Okay, let's go follow.
Yeah, go follow me, Joshua. I'll be looking for it.
Rocking those brief and nice glutes. That's awesome. Well, thank you, Tyler. Thank you for being with us. It was fun.
Yeah, thank
Uh,
you. I appreciate
let,
it.
let,
Thanks for hitting me
let's
up.
do it again soon. Hopefully, when you get your page, let's come back and do some more.
Yeah, great. We'll see. We'll see if we can bulk a little bit, and we'll see what the bulk looks like in a few months.
Awesome, bro. Well, take care, okay? And
Sounds
we'll
good.
see you
Thank you.
soon. All
Thanks,
right.
guys. Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you, guys. We'll see. We'll talk to you soon. All right.
All right.
Bye.
See you.